Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt tired? Not the kind of tired that a good night's sleep can fix, but the kind of deep, dragging exhaustion that makes you wonder if this is just what aging feels like. You're not alone. Millions of people over 60 feel exactly the same way. They're doing the best they can, eating 3 meals a day, going for walks, maybe even taking vitamins. But no matter what, their energy seems to disappear faster than it used to. But here's the hard truth that no one talks about: it's not just age. It's what you're eating. And more importantly, what's quietly eating away at you. This video isn't about blaming you. It's about revealing something most doctors never take the time to explain. That some of the most common foods in your daily life, foods you've trusted for decades, might actually be draining your energy, day after day, without you even realizing it. Let's rewind for a moment. Think back to when you were in your 30s or 40s. You probably had energy to spare. You could go for a walk, tend the garden, chase the kids, and still have fuel left to make dinner or enjoy a hobby. Life had a rhythm, and your body responded. But now? That rhythm feels broken. You might be struggling with foggy thinking, sudden dips in energy, or afternoons that feel like marathons of fatigue. You may even blame it on getting older. After all, isn't that normal? No. Not entirely. Yes, aging changes things. But it doesn't have to steal your vitality. What's often overlooked is how modern food, particularly the food most available to older adults, isn't designed to energize you. It's designed to sell. And that's where the quiet damage begins. Some of the most common foods people over 60 reach for, thinking they're making good choices, are actually filled with hidden sugars, refined oils, and ingredients that trigger inflammation, disrupt hormones, and wear down your metabolism. The result? A slow, steady energy leak. Day by day, your body gets more tired. Not because you're older, but because it's working harder just to process food that shouldn't be this hard to digest in the first place. And here's the most heartbreaking part. Many seniors are unknowingly eating these foods every single day, sometimes at every single meal. It's not your fault. These energy-draining foods are marketed as light, low-fat, sugar-free, or healthy, when in reality, they can cause blood sugar crashes, poor sleep, joint pain, and yes, fatigue that feels impossible to shake. So what can you do? That's what this video is here for. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through 7 specific foods that might be stealing your energy, one bite at a time. Some of them might surprise you. Others might be foods you've trusted for years. But I promise this, once you see the full picture, you'll feel empowered to make changes, not overwhelmed. This isn't about giving everything up. It's about swapping in what truly supports your body after 60. We're not aiming for perfection. We're aiming for energy, clarity, and joy. And that starts with knowing what's quietly holding you back. So let's get ready to open your eyes and your pantry. In just a moment, I'll share the first food that many people over 60 eat every morning, thinking it's the right choice, when it's actually setting them up for an energy crash before lunch. But before we dive into that list, take a breath. Because change isn't about doing everything at once. It's about noticing. It's about asking, how do I want to feel at this stage of life? And then choosing, meal by meal, to support that feeling. You deserve to feel energized. You deserve to feel clear-headed, capable, and alive, every single day. Let's start by removing the things that steal that from you, quietly. Are you ready? Let's take the first step together. Let's begin with the foods quietly sabotaging your energy, starting with what's on your plate first thing in the morning. 1. Breakfast cereals. Even the healthy ones we grew up believing cereal was a good start to the day. It was quick, convenient, and marketed with smiling families and heart-healthy labels. But here's the truth. Even the cereals labeled whole grain or low-fat are often packed with added sugars, refined carbs, and very little fiber or protein. The result? A sharp spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash. That crash doesn't just leave you hungry by 10 a.m., it leaves you drained, mentally foggy, a little irritable. And over time, this roller coaster puts stress on your insulin levels, leading to chronic fatigue and even prediabetes. Backhand index pointing right: what to eat instead. Try a breakfast high in protein and healthy fat, like eggs with sautéed vegetables, Greek yogurt with seeds and berries, or a warm bowl of steel-cut oats with a dollop of almond butter. You'll stay full longer and feel more stable, both physically and emotionally. 2. White bread and refined carbs. White toast, sandwich buns, bagels, staples for many people over 60. But here's the quiet truth: these empty carbs are stripped of their fiber, nutrients, and life. When you eat refined carbs, they break down fast in your body, spiking blood sugar and triggering inflammation. This drains energy and taxes your digestive system, especially in older adults, whose metabolisms are slower. Over time, this kind of eating increases insulin resistance, making energy crashes more severe and more frequent. Backhand index pointing right, what to eat instead. Swap to sprouted grain bread, quinoa, sweet potatoes, or whole grain alternatives that nourish your body and keep blood sugar balanced. 3. Processed meats, sausage, ham, deli slices, these are easy to grab. They last long in the fridge. And many seniors believe a slice of deli meat on whole grain bread makes a balanced lunch. But here's the issue. Processed meats are loaded with preservatives, sodium, and nitrates that can trigger inflammation, increase the risk of chronic illness, and, yes, leave you feeling fatigued. Why? Because your body has to work overtime to process these additives. That takes energy away from your muscles, brain, and immune system, especially as we age and digestion naturally slows. Backhand index pointing right, what to eat instead. Opt for fresh, cooked protein, grilled chicken, lentils, wild salmon, or even a hard-boiled egg. Real food equals real energy. 4. Artificially sweetened, sugar-free foods. This one hurts. Because many people trying to eat healthier after 60 turn to sugar-free options, diet sodas, sugar-free yogurts, light desserts. But artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and acesulfame potassium may trick your brain and gut into expecting sugar, only to provide none. This confuses your metabolism, increases cravings, and often leads to fatigue, bloating, and poor sleep. Worse, studies show these additives can harm gut health, and your gut plays a critical role in how much energy you have. Backhand index pointing right, what to do instead. Use natural sweeteners in moderation, raw honey, dates, a touch of maple syrup, or fruit. You'll be surprised how your taste buds adjust when you focus on real flavors. Let's pause here. If any of these foods sound familiar, it's okay. This isn't about shame. This is about awareness. About gently stepping into the next stage of your life with clarity and kindness. Many people over 60 have been eating these foods for years without knowing how deeply they impact energy, focus, and even emotional stability. And here's something important, your body is still capable of healing. Even if you've eaten processed meat or sugary cereal for decades, it's not too late to shift. Your body responds fast when it's given the right nourishment. Sometimes, just removing a few harmful ingredients can bring surprising lightness and vitality. In the next part, we'll uncover the final 3 foods you should watch out for, plus how to start designing your plate around energy, not just habit. Because aging doesn't mean fading. It means rising, with wisdom. And that wisdom starts in the kitchen. Let's pick up where we left off. You've already discovered how breakfast cereals, refined carbs, processed meats, and artificial sweeteners quietly chip away at your energy. Now let's look at the final 3 food culprits, and how to reclaim your vitality one bite at a time. 5. Fried foods. Golden, crispy, comforting. Fried chicken, French fries. Onion rings, they're the nostalgic foods of family dinners, road trips, or weekend indulgence. But here's what they don't tell you on the menu. Fried foods are often cooked in cheap vegetable oils, like soybean, corn, or canola, that are high in omega-6 fatty acids. These oils become unstable at high heat, creating inflammatory compounds that linger in your body long after you eat. For people over 60, this means increased joint pain, slower digestion, foggier thinking, and yes, lower energy levels. The burden on your heart, liver, and gut is subtle, but relentless. Backhand index pointing right, what to do instead. You don't need to give up all crunch. Try air frying at home with olive oil spray, roasting veggies until crisp, or switching to baked alternatives. The flavor can still be rich, but your body will thank you with steadier, cleaner energy. 6. Alcohol, even in moderation, a glass of wine with dinner. A cocktail on the weekend. It's a ritual many cherish. But here's the hidden cost. As we age, our liver becomes less efficient at breaking down alcohol. Just one drink can disrupt your sleep, irritate your gut, and trigger a cascade of inflammation that makes you feel exhausted the next day. Even light drinkers over 60 often report waking up tired after a full night's sleep, dehydration, anxiety, or irritability, craving sugar and carbs. It's not about never drinking again. It's about understanding how even small amounts can drain your vitality. Backhand index pointing right, what to do instead. Try sparkling water with lemon, herbal teas, or non-alcoholic wine alternatives. Many people find they sleep better, feel lighter, and actually enjoy social moments more when alcohol isn't dulling their senses. 7. Low protein, carb-heavy meals. This one isn't just about a specific food, it's about what's missing from the plate. Many older adults, especially those who grew up fearing fat and cholesterol, eat meals that are too low in protein. Toast and jam for breakfast. Crackers and fruit for lunch. Pasta for dinner. Where's the muscle-building, energy-sustaining protein? Without enough protein, your metabolism slows. You lose muscle mass. Your immune system weakens. And your energy tanks. Backhand index pointing right, what to do instead. Aim for at least 20 to 30 grams of protein at each meal. Think eggs, chicken, or fish, legumes and lentils, tofu or tempeh, protein-rich smoothies. The result: more strength, better recovery, fewer naps. A body that moves with purpose even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. So, what now? Maybe you're wondering, what's left to eat? What can I enjoy without feeling guilty or tired? Here's the truth. There's a world of delicious, energy-restoring food waiting for you. You don't need to eat like you re 25. You need to eat like someone who honors their body, their years, and their future. Let food become your ally, not your enemy. Herb a new way to nourish after 60. Instead of restriction, think replacement. Instead of focusing on what to remove, focus on what to add. White heavy checkmark, add color. Greens, berries, carrots, sweet potatoes. Nature's palette fuels your cells. White heavy checkmark, add balance. Every meal should have a source of protein, healthy fat, and slow-burning carbs. White heavy checkmark, add hydration. Many seniors walk around mildly dehydrated, mistaking thirst for fatigue. White heavy checkmark, add joy. Eat slowly. With gratitude. With music. With conversation. Food should lift your spirit. A message from one heart to another. Aging doesn't mean fading. It doesn't mean giving up flavor, fun, or full plates. But it does mean you need to listen more closely to your body, your energy, your gut. If you feel tired more often than you'd like, start here. Take a quiet look at your plate. Make one gentle shift at a time. Replace guilt with grace, and sugar crashes with steady light. Cyclone, your energy isn't lost. It's just buried beneath habits that no longer serve you. Let's bring it back. One meal at a time. Because the best years of your life aren't behind you, they're right here, waiting. Let's rise together.